Hi, I'm Gary Bembridge from Tips for Travellers, and I'm here on the Loire River. I've been travelling with CroisiEurope on their Loire Princess, and I'm going to tell you, based on my experiences, why I think you should consider CroisiEurope if you're thinking of doing a river cruise. The first reason is they have over 40 years of experience. So the owner, Mr. Gerard Schmitter, founded the line in 1976. The Schmitter family still own and operate CroisiEurope, so it's a family-owned business with many members of the family still involved in the day-to-day running of the cruise line. With over 40 years of experience in river cruising, they must be doing something right. The second reason is they are Europe's largest operator of riverboats. They have over 44 ships and they operate on the Danube, the Rhine, the Rhone, the Seine, the Loire, Hungary, Spain, Vietnam. So wherever you want to go, you'll probably find that a CroisiEurope ship goes to. The third reason is they're a value for money line. You know, there's a lot of river cruise companies in Europe and most of them are in the premium end. The Schmitter family, they decided to try and make river cruising accessible to the average traveller. So they have really good value fares, much cheaper than many of the other lines. But what's also important is they're all inclusive. So your accommodation, your meals, your Wi-Fi, your drinks, as well as things like entertainment, port talks. The only thing you likely to have to pay for when you're on board is excursions, and you can buy those as a package or individually. So you can choose as much as you want to do. So before you go on your holiday, you know exactly how much you're going to spend. It's very unlikely that once you're on board and you've paid for your fare, you have to buy anything else. But they are a value for money line. Another key reason is cuisine. The line is French inspired, so the French cuisine is what you get served. And they have partnerships with several Michelin starred chefs who help them design their menus. And the food is pretty impressive. You have a buffet breakfast, a 3-course lunch, and a 3-course dinner every single night. River cruise boats cannot be very big, so the rooms are not huge, but they're very comfortable and all have views. So take, for example, my cabin on board the Loire Princess on the first level. It had a balcony, but all the beds were pointing outwards, so you could watch the river and the towns and the sights as it passed by. Even the cabins on the deck below, they also had huge big picture windows, so you're constantly traveling in a comfortable room with a view. Although the ships are small, there are still great places to relax and mix and sunbathe. So there's this beautiful large Sundeck, which sometimes has various activities like exercise classes in the morning. There's the dining room, obviously, where you eat all your meals. There's a very comfortable bar and lounge. There's the reception desk and a little small shop which sells various souvenirs. Another good reason is it's an intimate travel experience. So for example, on the Loire Princess, there was only 94 guests, but 24 crew. So very high crew to passenger ratio. All river cruise ships tend to be quite small. So you may only have just over 100 guests and a lot of crew. So it's a small, intimate experience and you get to know everybody and the crew get to know you, your likes and preferences very quickly. Although CroisiEurope is very much a French company with a European flavour to it, the staff all speak English. So if you're coming from an English-speaking country, be assured that all of the staff will speak English. If you're from Spain, from Hungary, wherever, you're likely to find someone on board who speaks your language. Most of the announcements are done in French and English, as most of the passengers tend to be French or English-speaking. On my cruise, there was also a large group of Spanish, so there was a Spanish host that took care and looked after them. On the excursions, there was a French group, an English group and a Spanish group at all times. So there you have it. There are some thoughts and ideas about why CroisiEurope may be a cruise line that's worth considering if you're thinking of doing a river cruise. They're a value line, huge amounts of choice, huge amounts of experience, great French cuisine. Remember, for more travel tips and advice on river cruising or any other travel, please subscribe to the channel so you get future videos, and also visit my site at tipsfortravellers.com.